So that bowling alley was the last place I saw my mother alive.
I sure do love bowling.
Gee whiz, me too.
There's a reason it's such an enduring emblem of American culture.
It's fun for all ages, and you can play it year-round.
And nothing makes me happier than bowling a strike.
God, I love a good strike.
Hey guys, you said you love a good strike?
Brianna did. She said she loves a good strike.
Yeah, I personally consider a strike to be the ultimate achievement. A transcendent experience of unmatched majesty.
Wow, guys, I didn't know you felt this way. I've actually been thinking about unionizing for a while, but I was afraid you guys wouldn't agree with me.
We were actually talking about...
Just play along. You don't want to mess with Fiona.
I have some posters for us to strike upstairs in my apartment already made up, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, will you join me, comrade?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
It's just like they're profiting off our endless toil, you know what I mean?
We must create our manifesto. First up, pay for the writers.
And a props budget. You know, I'm tired of Jay borrowing my desk every week. I have to carry it to the studio.
We should be writing these down.
And less censorship. And animals in the studio.
We need catering, and health benefits would be nice, but we need catering first.
matching bowling shoes.
The time is right to unite, out with Jay, in with pay. Time is right to unite, out with Jay, in with pay.
Strike for strikes!
They're growing more ruthless with each passing day.
They're like wild animals. We must flee while we still can.
No, I cannot abandon my kingdom. I'll not let these savages destroy what I've worked so tirelessly to build.
Then you must be merciless. You've grown soft in your old age. I told you this would happen if you treated them with kindness.
Ava, do not say I have an overly gentle heart.
Then show some spine and put an end to this madness.
Let us go, my dear friend. It is time we face the horde. All right, you mangy dregs. What do you want?
Power to the people!
The proletariat shall not be crushed under the decadent boot of the bourgeoisie.
Do you have any demands that aren't just vague communist declarations, or?
We want pay for the writers.
We don't even get paid. What?
Okay, then we want more humane hours.
We meet once a week for 2 hours.
Okay, look guys, I didn't want to say anything, but I think there might have been a miscommunication.
Whoa, do you really want to do this?
I'm so tired. We've been striking for 8 months. All we really want is to go bowling. That's all we've ever wanted.
Yeah, we love a good strike.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Tumble Tonight. Thank you. I am your host, Jay Thatchett. Thank you to my co-host, Ava, our band leader, Noah, and his house band, the Rocky Bell Noahs.
Yeah. Yo, Andrea.
It's Adrian. Noah, we rehearsed it so many times. Anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. We'll be talking with Alexander Gordon and Francesca Capozzi about the upcoming Temple student government elections. We also have a performance from Kevin Walkman. You're welcome to applaud. Yeah. But first, as always, let's talk about the news. Avocados have been recalled in 6 states due to concerns of contamination. You hear me, millennials? Avocados are toast. Wait, there's got to be a way scarier way for me to explain that. They're bad, okay. The CEO of Levi's made a statement advising not to put your jeans in the freezer. With announcements that controversial, he might want to consider freezing his assetless chaps. Yeah. And to compete with Netflix and Hulu, Comcast is launching a new streaming service called Xfinity Flex. Undesired flex, but okay. MySpace issued an apology last week after losing all content uploaded to the site before 2016. In more shocking news, there has been content uploaded to MySpace after 2016. And a Google employee broke a Guinness World Record by calculating pi to more than 31 trillion digits. Sadly, those are the only digits he has ever received. And finally, a Belgian racing pigeon was named Armando was sold for nearly $2 million in an auction this week. Temple University pigeons are also doing pretty well for themselves. Just this morning, I saw one trying to eat a penny. Yeah. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Temple Tonight. Recently, a series of mumps cases have broken out on campus.
She's got mumps! Goons! Come on, put her in quarantine.
Whoa, hold off there, goons. Just because someone coughs does not mean they have the mumps, okay? Please. Jeez. All right, now to talk more about the issue, I've invited a doctor onto the show. Please welcome Dr. Marshall Mader Russbaum.
Please. Dr. Marshall Mader Russbaum was my mother. Call me Dr. MMR.
Well, you got it, Dr. Murr. Anyway, could you explain to the audience how one contracts the mumps?
Could I ever? Now allow me to illustrate, through the power of my educational mumpet, Albus Mumpledore, how the mumps affect the body.
First, the mumps enter the body through fluids like saliva. The resulting fever creates powerful, enlightening hallucinations.
Okay, did you say enlightening hallucinations?
Yeah, just like I had at Coachella.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, fever dreams often lead to revelations that can change one's life for the better. The virus causes the infected person's salivary glands to swell up, creating a bulging yet attractive neck profile.
I am self-conscious about my slender neck.
Oh, yeah, you got a pencil neck.
Okay, but hang on, hold on. Fever and swelling, both of those things sound terrible.
You could say that. However, as a mumps activist...
What? You say mumps activist? I thought you were a mumps doctor.
I am, believe me. But in studying the mumps, I learned that its benefits far outweigh its symptoms.
So what? You're like an anti-vaxxer?
No. I'm all for vaccines. You should definitely get vaccinated if you don't want to get an extremely preventable disease. I, on the other hand, love the mumps. Let me get that clear. Before I had them, I was lost, afraid. I was a bum, dependent on solid food. I had a toothpick for a neck. I didn't get to say the word mumps nearly enough in a day. Now I average about 2.5 MPMs. That's mumps per minute.
Wait, so how long have you had the mumps?
Well, the initial infection lasted only a few weeks, but after I recovered, I had a craving I couldn't resist. I began searching the dark web for saliva rich in mumps genomes. And for the past 30 years, I've been buying it by the liter. And I could not be happier. Want some?
No! Oh my God, that is disgusting. What is wrong with you?
There's no way drinking saliva can be good for you. I mean, where'd you even go to med school? This sounds like a load of malarkey.
You wouldn't know this school, trust me, Pat.
Let me guess, I wouldn't know your girlfriend either, because she goes to a different school.
You know what, drummer boy?
Come on.
Okay, enough. Goons, take him off stage. Yeah, get him out of here.
Camp mumps forever!
Yeah, I got you something.
Ugh. Well, we'll be right back while I pour one out for mumps victims out there. Welcome back to Temple tonight. As you all know, it is officially spring, so I thought with this next segment we could get into the spirit with some spring cleaning.
Oh my gosh, are you bringing Marie Kondo onto the show?
Who's that?
She's only the genius behind the minimalist tidying up craze that is sweeping the nation. Her KonMari method has folks throwing out more stuff than I did after my famous bedbug summer.
Yeah, and as you can tell, Jay was way too prepared to go full through a closet full of pretty weird things.
What weird things we found? Ava, tell the people what your favorite was.
Okay, so I happened upon this bootleg copy of Now That's What I Call Music 31.
As a professional musician, I can't listen to that garbage.
Yeah, whatever.
I definitely prefer the earlier work.
Yeah, actually same. I used to bump NTWICM 29 on my morning commute to the aquarium I worked at back in 08.
Nice. I actually found it under this invoice of the Temple Tonight budget, so.
Ava, that napkin just says I owe you one budget.
Yeah, and I actually found this under a receipt that also says I owe you one napkin, so that's, pretty convenient.
Well, I found Angela's ashes.
That's not that crazy. I mean, I feel like everyone has that book.
Yeah, no, I found Angela's ashes.
Oh, I was wondering where I left the rest of my souvenirs from Ireland. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Did you guys find like anything of anything of value, maybe?
Other than Angela?
No, something.
Oh, okay.
Not Angela.
Well, I did find this this Cold War era doomsday survival kit, but looks like the rations are gone. I don't know where they.
What? You can't clean out an empty props closet on an empty stomach.
Did you find anything maybe not so beanie?
Yeah, I found this weird gun. I don't.
Oh yeah, you found my money gun. I invested in this a while back.
Invested? How? What does that even mean?
Oh, I mean, I put all my money in it. Oh, free money. Oh. Well, I should have invested in Bitcoin when I had the chance. You know, it's going to be a lot harder to steal that money when it's all cut up into tiny bits and spread out all over the internet. That's how Bitcoin works, right?
I don't know. I keep my money in offshore accounts.
Well, that sounds illegal. We'll be right back while I look up how to insure this money gun.
Nice. So, the money gun.
Yeah.
Did you want?
All right, welcome back. We are joined by our guests, Alexandra Gordon from RiseTU and Francesca Capozzi from BecomingTU. So yeah, I just had a couple questions for both of you guys. I guess one thing that would really help is if you guys could explain what is Temple Student Government's role within the university?
So Temple Student Government is here to serve the students. Not only students, but also ensure that communication and connections are being felt from the students, our administration, and our community. So everything we do is for others, and we want to ensure that Temple's being its best self and doing everything it can to be the best.
I agree with that. Just making sure that we know Temple Student Government is a vehicle for advocacy, making sure all students' concerns and grievances that are espoused are seen.
Mm-hmm.
We know everyone's struggles. We just want to make sure that our students are represented in all ways.
Definitely. And so what was the process for actually starting this campaign and actually getting everyone together and figuring out who's going to be on the ticket? How did you do all that?
A lot of planning, just making sure that everything that you are putting on a platform is doable, is feasible, and then picking people that you want to on the ticket, on the campaign. I loved that part, just kind of bringing in people from all different corners of campus, really showcasing their talents and their abilities is like an awesome part of it. But yeah, just bringing a team together, making a platform, and then going from there. It's kind of all fast moving, fast paced, and it's just like a whirlwind.
Gotcha.
It was a great process. I would like to thank my two vice presidential candidates of services and then of external affairs, Diamante Ortiz and Alexander Rosenberg, respectively. They both saw something and they noticed the leadership skills that I had, and they had a vision, and I'm able to help them with that as their presidential candidate of RiseTU. But just as Francesca said, looking for people who are representative of Temple and showing that everyone matters, and let's have that be a part of, advocacy. Have everyone be able to tell their stories and be able to work through that and show passion when it comes to our students and Temple, because we do have pride being Temple Owls.
Oh, most definitely. And something that I was always kind of curious about is how do you get down to like two parties? Are there multiple parties that assemble campaigns, or is it only, I guess, how do we end up with a two-party system necessarily?
Well, it's not just two parties.
Okay.
As many parties can run as they want. It just happens that this year there are two.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, there's an application process. So you just put in who your team is, who your running mates are, and then the Elections Commission essentially just vets everyone, sees that you're fit, and then from there, I assume probably was only two parties that had applied, and here we are.
Gotcha. And one thing that also was interesting to me was that, with these major political campaigns, they obviously have a lot of backers and funders, but as students, we don't really have that. So are there challenges that come up with running on a limited budget? And also, where do you even get the funding to begin with?
Yeah, so each team does have a spending cap of $1,000, and $500 is graciously reimbursed by the university. But that other $500, you have to just kind of plan around, like prioritize things, see what's important to make sure that your campaign is getting out on campus. People are seeing you, but yeah, just staying within that budget. College students, we're all falling on a budget. So just making sure that you are staying within the spending cap and using your money wisely on things that you need to better your campaign.
Gotcha.
It's been difficult trying to stay within $1,000. I know last year I believe it was $1,500. So we've been working on a tighter budget. But honestly, just family who wanted to contribute to something, seeing something in either Diamante, Alex, or me. We've pretty much tried to fund the campaign ourselves, and then we'll be reimbursed that $500. But it's pretty much just grassroots looking for money from friends, family, or something that your parents have given you. So
Gotcha.
It's pretty much self-funded, and we have the privilege to do that. And I want to say that we have the privilege to run for these positions, show that we have a passion, and then that money that comes from that, we are in a place of privilege, but we want to help others.
Gotcha. And so since you're both on the show, I was kind of curious if you could each talk a little bit about your platforms and what makes your kind of campaign unique or different from the other one.
So our platform, everything we put onto it, every time we came up with a new idea, we thought, can this be done? Can Temple student government get this done? So a big part of our platform is feasibility. Another part is making sure everyone feels connected together. There's a lack of transparency, not only within students, administration, our community, but just we really want, as BecomingTU, Kyle, Larissa, and I, my running mates, we really want to make sure that that relationship and connection is really brought about throughout students, administration, and our community. Something unique about us is that we're all women. We want to show that sometimes women, female leaders are sometimes overlooked, and most times overlooked. So we want to show that no matter your gender, the way you identify, that doesn't determine your ability to be a leader. It's your passions, your talents, your skills. That's what determines your leadership. So through our all-women team, that's what we're trying to show this university.
Very cool. What about you?
I would say RiseTU, we're unique in same thing, just having representation. We have people from different faiths, people from different pockets of campus, from different socioeconomic statuses. So we just want to make sure everyone, like I said, is representative. That's why we want to rise as one and be together. Since we are a diverse university, unique thing on top of that is just we want to make sure there's a commitment to inclusion. You can't have diversity without inclusion, and we have been failing our students by not having inclusion. That's initiatives, whether it's a no-hate initiative, talking about things that happen on campus or off campus and being explicit about taking a stance, supporting all students. We know that shooting happened at 2 mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand. Let's talk about it. Temple hasn't addressed it. Another thing, Title IX resourcing. We have on our platform, working with the Castillo Project or an app JDO, making sure reporting cases are more accessible and someone can keep their anonymity. And also just having some type of streamline when it comes to the Title IX office and reporting all sexual assault, whether you are gender non-binary, you are identifying as a woman or a man. So just making sure everyone's represented and fully supported in cases like that, or even just off-campus resourcing when it comes to the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. We know 35% of students suffer from food insecurity. Not all of those students will apply for that resource program or LIHEAP, but having that option to be there can be a support system for students who can't afford a meal plan or worry about where they're going to get their next meal. So we're just very supportive within resource, and again, making sure that we're feasible and attainable within that, but addressing all student struggles. Although we may not have them, we know students do. Let's address it and have some action plan.
Gotcha. Well, those are both great campaigns. I know I'm going to have a hard time picking who to vote for. But thank you so much for joining us, Alexandra and Francesca, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming on. Everyone, good job. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the imminent destruction of our beloved Paley Library in favor of its newer, flashier cousin, Charlie. With its near constant construction, it's hard to miss the Charles Library.
Wow, it sounds like you really hate this new library.
Of course I do. Anyway, let's see if our fellow classmates share my sentiments. Let's throw it over to our literary correspondent, Michael Bateman.
Thank you, Jay. I hope we finally get to meet someday. What are books? Some might describe them as channels of knowledge or time machines transporting us into eras long forgotten. Or to our less educated audience members, useless leaflets of paper. But I distract myself. Today we stand amidst the hubbub of students rushing to and fro about the bell tower. But with the construction of the Charles Library nearly complete, our dear, sweet Paley isn't getting the attention it deserves. The Charles Library is going to have robots fetch your books for you. Hey, Temple's Board of Directors, ever heard of browsing? So, what do you think about the robot? Because I think browsing is important, but these people want to fetch books with a robot.
Robot?
So sir, I see that you're reading a book here.
Yes, sir.
Love books. Books are great. If I could interview you guys about the new Charles Library.
Yeah, we're kind of interrupting.
Okay. I'd say our interview is going pretty well. And would you look who it is? Look who's here. It's our little boy Peter, little intern Peter the intern, late again for his job. That shotgun mic, buddy, it's really swinging around there.
Sorry I'm late. I had to get my last set in.
At the gym?
Yeah, where else?
I told you should have read the pitch I sent you.
You know I don't read. What are we doing here?
Well, we're doing a piece about books and the new library.
Is this a good piece for me? Should I be the one helping you on this one?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually. I don't know about that, but we really, we don't really have a lot of resources here at Temple Tonight Correspondence Wing, so, you know, it is what it is.
Let's turn this gym rat into a bookworm.
Sir, I was wondering, what's your opinion on robots and their presence in our libraries?
Honestly, it's not really like something I thought about much, but I kind of like the idea of having robots in the library kind of automate that stuff. Makes it a lot faster to find the books that you're looking for.
Sure, certainly. What if book browsing is your only method of exercise? That's how you walk everywhere. What about that?
I mean, that's not really. I never thought of that, but I guess. I guess it's 4 o'clock.
I got this little canned speech for you where they tell you all about, they say, ooh, there's a robot, and he's gonna fetch your books for you all magic-like, and you don't need to walk anywhere. But I like walking. What if I like walking? What if I want to go browse? Sorry, what were you saying? Let's see what Paley's staff has to say about this upcoming transition. So we don't have the permits to talk to them. So that's that. Get anything good?
Yeah. There's a lot of angry whispering.
Wait, are you plugged into a sound box?
No.
What are the headphones for?
It's a great ASMR clip I found. ASMR ear-to-ear whispering plus intense mouth sounds.
This is really absurd.
Experience the magic.
He's watching ASMR videos. This is Peter, you're supposed to be doing your job. Now, do you like to fetch your books yourself by hand?
Typically, no.
Really? Why is that?
Because I like to have other people do things for me, usually, when I can. But usually that doesn't happen, so I end up having to do it myself.
Well, you would be pleased to hear about the robot, then.
That's great. I love robots. Move.
Well, I guess we can still go back to interviewing people. Brianna, what are you doing? This is my turf.
I got some great footage inside the library.
I need you to repeat that.
I got some great footage inside the library earlier.
You were in the library? Well, we couldn't shoot in the library.
Michael, I've had those permits for weeks.
And now, our musical guest, Kevin Walkman.
Damn, I hope you're not here tonight to find a man and get your fix, yeah. I wanna sleep all alone tonight and forget you exist, yeah. Because when you see me, I know you'll be on me, and I can't have that tonight. In the morning you'll regret it. Said I'm sorry, but I'll sweat it. Will it ever be alright? I don't wanna dance alone, but I can't dance with you. I don't wanna hear your voice call my name like you used to. 'Cause I'm getting over a small-minded lover that says I'm the wind and he is the plane. But I know if I see you, there's not much I can do. The poison in me makes a heart go insane. So I pray you're not in my sights, 'cause I can't take another hit, yeah. And I don't want you falling over me and making love just for kicks. Because when you see me, I know you'll be on me, and I can't have that tonight. In the morning I'll be missing all the nights we stayed up kissing. Will it ever be alright? I don't wanna dance alone, but I can't dance with you. I don't wanna hear your voice call my name like you used to. 'Cause I'm getting over a small mind and lover that says I'm the wind and he is the blame. But I know if I see you, there's not much I can do. The poison in me makes a heart go insane. Oh, I don't wanna dance alone, but I can't dance with you. I don't wanna hear your voice. I don't wanna dance alone, but I can't dance with you. I don't wanna hear your voice call my name like you used to. 'Cause I'm getting over a small mind and lover says I'm the wing and he is the blame. But I know if I see you, there's not much I can do. The poison in me makes our heart go insane.
All right, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our guests, Alexander Gordon and Francesca Capozzi, as well as our performer, Kevin Walkman. And a special thanks to my wonderful co-host, Ava Sullivan, and our band, the Rocky Balnoas. See you next time in the Season 8 finale. Good night, everybody. Thank you.